What's good, y'all? Fall is here, pumpkin spice flavoring is in full effect, and with that comes a new season of anime. And aside from the sequels, there's one show that's quickly become a favorite of mine. Welcome to the world of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. One of the few fantasy anime with an elf in the party that isn't there just to be horny. Unless you count Okatsu getting stuck in literally everything face down ass up. If you don't already know, basically the show's about an elf, Frieren, coming to terms with and understanding the morality of everything around her as things begin to change, but she doesn't given her extended lifespan. Now, it has just started with only 6 episodes out so far, so it can still end up falling flat. I've been done wrong like that once. Never again. Those were dark days. But it's Madhouse, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Only beautiful visuals and a banging OST that immerses you in the world around you. If I had to describe this series, it would be beauty and simplicity. It opens itself up to be way more personal with the Demon King already dead. With the usual overarching stories out of the way, it allows the characters to remain that center focused. Hey, but don't sleep on it, because when they need to, they go turn that animation up on you. I know I said it was simple, but those few fights so far have been crispy. But, it's really hard to convey just how amazing the show is without watching it yourself. Even though you barely know the different members of a party, they're able to create this sense of nostalgia watching them interact. Even though she mainly has an emotionless expression and is very matter of fact, it's nice seeing her actions speak for themselves. Plus, it makes other moments more meaningful when those emotions come to the surface. Heck, or even watching how she approaches members of her new party that she's traveling with to make sure she doesn't make those same mistakes as time passes. It's just a really interesting contrast to watch between the two versions of herself. Now, for some reason, I see people comparing this to Mushoku Tensei, but I'm not really sure why. It's like people see a slower fantasy setting and don't really look much beyond that. To me, it's much more similar to Your Eternity or Violet Evergarden. All of these shows are made to explore what it means to be human and the effects a single life can have on those around us. But honestly, so far, I'm liking this much better than To Your Eternity. You know, it felt like at some point the writers were focusing on punishing Fushi too much, that took center stage rather than his immortality. At some point it felt like it really just turned into misery porn. While To Your Eternity pretty much focuses on the pains of life, I feel like A Journey's End focuses on the beauty of life and the connections that can be made over time. And the way they use time as an element of the story is probably one of, if not my favorite things in the anime. Being able to see some characters throughout different points in their life, or even just some random she's met, can often be a rough reminder of the passage of time. Plus, it gives this added layer of disconnect between her and the people she's traveling with. A decades-long journey might be no skin off her back, but to humans, that's precious time we don't want to waste. That usage of time is able to tap into the happiness of seeing old friends again, but it can also give a sort of somber feeling of things not being the same or how you left them. But it's also sweet seeing how time has changed the main character. You know, at first she's someone who didn't have much interest in getting to know others. Then with time, that changes and she continues to learn spells to either relate to her old party and sort of bridge that gap and fulfill the wish of connecting with them. And something as simple as watching a sunrise is seen as worthwhile when there's sentimental feeling attached to it and when you do it with people that you care about. And she has become more conscious of other people's time, even if she does want to sidetrack studying magic for a couple of years every so often. And that's why I think I fell in love with this anime so hard right away. The bonds we make, the people we meet throughout life can have such a lasting impact on who we are as individuals. Even if that time may seem short, that doesn't make it any less important. So, cherish those you hold dear, and make sure to tell the people you care about that you love them. There's no way of knowing just when those fun days might become a distant memory. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. So far, this has easily become a favorite of the season, and what I look forward to watching the most every week. I know there's some other bangers out right now, so let me know what you're watching, or what trash I should avoid, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.